Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Greetings of peace, mercy, and blessings. Welcome to another science-mazing adventure where the search for the truth continues. Hang on tight, for we will answer your what, why, and how questions. Let us discover the beauty of the world together, for in the great minds of young scientists like you, learning never stops. Let me take you where your imaginations will allow you to go. This is your science teacher, Teacher Aynah, your guide in exploring and discovering the world of science for. A terrific morning, my dear young scientists. How are you doing today? Great! It's nice to know you are all doing fine. Are you excited to learn new things today? Excellent! As you already know, materials can undergo changes in their characteristics or properties through many ways. For today's episode, we shall learn more about changes in materials when mixed with other materials. Get ready, young scientists. Prepare your PPS, pen, paper, and self-learning module, for you will be using them in our science adventure. There are many changes in our environment that happen every day. Look at the picture on the screen.
This is a picture of a landfill. Study the picture and tell me if the materials found are recognizable or not.
Young scientists, are the materials found in the sanitary landfill recognizable or not? Correct! Some materials are recognizable and others are not. What are the materials that you recognize? Very good! There are plastic bottles, cans, broken glass, and scrap metals. What are the materials that you can't recognize? Exactly! Rotten vegetables and fruits, decayed newspapers, and other materials that are made of paper. Young scientists, before we proceed to today's lesson, let us recall our lesson from our previous episode. Young scientists, if we want to recall our lesson from our previous episode, to whom do we call for help? That's right! We asked for help from our dear friend, Tech Machino. Where is Tech Machino now? Young scientists, will you help me find Tech Machino? Very good! Okay then, let's look for our friend. Tech Machino! Tech Machino, where are you? Oh, there you are, Tech Machino. What are you doing there? Tech Machino, will you please help us recall our lesson from our previous episode? Some solid materials, when mixed with other materials, can still be recognized or distinguished from each other. A heterogeneous mixture is a mixture that does not have a uniform composition. The properties of each of the materials in a heterogeneous mixture do not change. Their sizes, shapes, and color remain the same after mixing. Thank you so much, Tech Machino. Young scientists, today we shall learn even more about changes in a material when mixed with other materials. In our previous episodes, we learned that when substances are mixed with other substances, a mixture is formed.
Examples of mixtures are the garbage in the landfill, sand and gravel, halo-halo, vegetable and fruit salads, mixed buttons, pins and needles in a sewing kit, soft drinks, coffee and milk.
Young scientists, mixed materials can be classified depending on the appearance of the resulting mixture. Some materials, when mixed with other materials, cannot be recognized. This kind of mixture is a homogeneous mixture. A homogeneous mixture is a mixture that has a uniform composition. The substances cannot be recognized from each other after mixing.
Examples of homogeneous mixtures are soft drinks, iced tea, coffee, milk, and a sugar solution.
There are also materials that when mixed with other materials can still be recognized or distinguished from each other. This mixture is called a heterogeneous mixture. A heterogeneous mixture is a mixture which does not have a uniform composition. The properties of the materials in heterogeneous mixtures do not change. Their sizes, shapes, and color remain the same after mixing.
Examples are macaroni salad, a laundry basket with dirty clothes, a pencil case with crayons, a pencil, a ball pen, and an eraser.
Science for learners are always eager to discover and learn, right? Yes, indeed. So get ready for it is activity time. Before we proceed to our activity, let's find some trivia about mixtures. Young scientists, do you know where the word mixture came from? The word mixture came from the Latin word mixio, meaning to mix or blend. Young scientists, let's proceed to our activity for today. It's entitled Comparing Mixtures. Before we start our activity, let me remind you that in doing an activity or experiment, we need to take extra care in handling the materials, and we need to follow the procedures so that accidents in doing the activity or experiment will be avoided. Here are the materials that you need to prepare.
Different kinds of sliced vegetables, orange juice powder, spoon, 1 bowl, 1 glass of water, and spatula. Young scientists, let's start our activity. Number 1. Place the different kinds of sliced vegetables in a bowl. Mix them. Number 2. Label the bowl as container A. Number 3. Fill the glass with water. Number 4. Dissolve the orange juice powder. Mix the two substances evenly until the orange juice powder has completely dissolved. Number 5. Label the glass as container B.
Young scientists, let's see what you have found out by answering the following questions.
Number 1. What kind of mixture did you form when you mixed the different kinds of sliced vegetables in the bowl? Very good, young scientists. The mixture formed is a heterogeneous mixture. Number 2. Can you still recognize the components of substances of the mixture? Why? That's right. The components of substances of the mixture can still be recognized. This is because the different kinds of sliced vegetables did not blend. Each sliced vegetable remained the same after mixing. Number 3. What type of mixture did you form when you mixed the orange juice powder and water? Correct, young scientist. The mixture formed is a homogeneous mixture. Number 4. Can you still recognize the orange juice powder from the water? Why? Exactly. The orange juice powder cannot be recognized because it completely dissolved in the water. Number 5. What happened to the color and taste of the water after mixing it with orange juice powder? That's correct! The color of the water changed. It became orange and the taste of the water became sweet. Young scientists, there are substances whose color and taste change when they are mixed with other substances. Number 6. What conclusion can you draw from this activity? Very good! When substances or components are mixed, a mixture is formed. The classification of the mixture depends on the characteristics of the substance. There are substances that when mixed will blend throughout and can't be recognized anymore. This is a homogeneous mixture. There are other substances that when mixed do not blend. The characteristics of each substance remain after mixing. This is a heterogeneous mixture.
Well done, young scientists! I am very happy you got all the correct answers in our activity. So for that, I will give you 5 stars. Young scientists, in order to further deepen your understanding about mixtures, let's have another activity. Let's check if the components of the following mixtures in the table below can be recognized or not. Put a check mark in the appropriate column.
Young scientists, let's start. Number 1. Are the components of the mixture of soil and water recognizable or not? That's right! The components of the mixture of soil and water are recognizable. We can still recognize soil from water. So, let's put a check mark in the components can be recognized column. Number 2. Are the components of rainwater recognizable or not? Very good! Rainwater is a mixture and its components cannot be recognized. So, we will put a check mark in the components cannot be recognized column. Number 3. Are the components of the mixture of coins and soft drinks recognizable or not? Correct! The components are recognizable. Coins are still visible and recognizable from soft drinks. So, we will put a check mark in the components can be recognized column. Number 4. Lastly, are the components of the mixture of milk and coffee recognizable or not? Good! The components cannot be recognized. Milk can no longer be recognized from coffee because they blend thoroughly. So, we will put a check mark in the components cannot be recognized column.
Well done, my dear young scientists! I am very proud of you for doing well in this activity. You got all the correct answers. So, that will be another 5 stars for all of you. Materials mixed with other materials undergo change and can be beneficial in various ways. Young scientists, can you name some of the homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures found at home and then give its benefits? Very good! A multi-insect killer, a homogeneous mixture. It kills different kinds of insects that could harm us at home. That's right! Dishwashing liquid, a homogeneous mixture. It is used to clean our dirty dishes. Correct! Mixed nuts in a jar, a heterogeneous mixture. It is good for our body because nuts are a great source of fiber and many nutrients. Good! A mixture of sand and gravel, a heterogeneous mixture. It is used in constructing concrete houses and buildings. It can also be used to cover a muddy yard at home. Excellent! A jar of assorted biscuits is a heterogeneous mixture. Biscuits together with milk or juice are a healthy example of snacks. That's right! Bath soap is a homogeneous mixture. It is used to clean our body when we take a bath. That's great, my dear young scientists! Now I know that you have really understood our lesson in this episode. I am happy that you know some mixtures found at home and that you were also able to give its benefits. Good job! So, another 5 stars to my young scientists for doing well in this activity. Young scientists, for today's lesson, we learned that materials undergo change when mixed with other materials. There are materials that when mixed with other materials blend throughout, and their components can no longer be recognized. This is a homogeneous mixture. There are other materials that when mixed with other materials can still be recognized or distinguished from each other. This mixture is called a heterogeneous mixture. Young scientists, look at the screen. I have 2 pictures of mixtures. Can you identify which one is homogeneous mixture and a heterogeneous mixture? Very good, young scientists. Picture A, the mixture of milk tea with pearls and nata is a heterogeneous mixture, while picture B, the liquid bath soap is a homogeneous mixture. Good job, young scientists! Keep up the good work always. Young scientists, are you ready for our assessment? I know you are all ready. So, let's start. Choose the letter of the correct answer and write it on a piece of paper.
Number 1. A mixture which has a uniform composition. Letter A, heterogeneous. Letter B, homogeneous. Letter C, solution. Letter D, suspension. The correct answer is letter B. Number 2. A jar of assorted nuts is a blank mixture. Letter A, heterogeneous. Letter B, homogeneous. Letter C, medicine. Letter D, tablet. The correct answer is letter A. Number 3. Which of the following is a homogeneous mixture? Letter A, coffee. Letter B, fruit salad. Letter C, pizza. Letter D, sand and gravel. The correct answer is letter A. Number 4. Which of the following is a heterogeneous mixture? Letter A, rainwater. Letter B, salt solution. Letter C, sugar solution. Letter D, vegetable salad. The correct answer is letter D. Number 5. Which of the following statements is not correct? Letter A. Components or substances in the heterogeneous mixture are recognizable after mixing. Letter B. A homogeneous mixture has no uniform composition. Components are recognizable after mixing. Letter C. A mixture is a combination of 2 or more substances in which each substance retains its individual characteristics. Letter D. The word mixture comes from the Latin word misio, which means to blend or to mix. The correct answer is letter B.
Great job, young scientists! You got all the correct answers. That is because you gave 100% of your attention in our science class episode today. Young scientists, you have taken part in another learning session today by tuning in our science adventure. I hope we answered your what, why, and how questions. For in the great minds of young scientists like you, learning never stops. Follow where your imaginations will allow you to go. Once again, this is your science teacher, Teacher Aynah. Remember, science is full of discoveries. Continue to search for the truth. Don't forget to follow our official DepEd TV YouTube channel and Facebook page so you can watch your lessons anytime, anywhere. Hit like, share, and subscribe. Wassalam!